Hello everyone. This is the continuation of the first part of curriculum and gender questions. Today I shall touch upon specifically what gender implies. Although I've discussed a little bit in my first session, today I shall specifically focus on gender, what gender is and how it has been defined. So let's proceed ahead. Let's have a look at the first definition. It states that it refers to the relation between man and woman, both perceptual and material. Gender is not determined biologically as a result of sexual characteristics of either man or woman, but it is constructed socially. So we understand that when we talk about gender, remember one thing, it is not determined biologically. It is not talking about sex, okay? The boy or the girl. It is determining the relationship between man and woman in terms of their perception and the materials that are being associated to it. Okay, this is one. And the second thing that you have to take into account is that it is stressing on the constructed socially, implying that it is not learned. I have already stated that in my first video. However, this particular thing you have to keep in mind that it is constructed socially. It is not learned. Okay. So in this way, gender implies those connections or those tag that a person gets basing on the society in which they live, basing on their culture and their family. Okay, so we shall understand more as we proceed ahead. Okay, now let us proceed to the second definition. It is defined as the commonly shared expectation. I repeat, the commonly shared expectations and norms within a society about appropriate male and female behavior, characteristics and roles. By this, it is just try to understand that whichever gender you are, whether you're a boy or a girl, definitely you have come across such statement that for a girl, parents used to say that you're not supposed to do this because you're a girl. If you have a brother, parents will say that it's your brother, you're not supposed to do this or say this. Or otherwise, the boys, I'm talking about boys now, if it is a muscular task or relating to some physical activities and all, it always strikes in the mind that the boy will be able to do. Like you have a brother, fine, the brother is going to do the physical task. Whereas घर का काम, kitchen, लड़के संभाल लेंगे. Okay, the girl is going to look after the kitchen, the household job. So these reflects the expectation that the society has underlined in terms of their genders. So this definition, it focuses on that particular issues. Okay, so let's proceed ahead. Gender can be considered a social and cultural structure that differentiates female from males and thus defines the way in which females and males interact with each other. So I've already stated this. Again, coming to the next part, these roles and expectations are learned. As I've already stated, it is learned, okay? It is not inborn, it is acquired, it is learned. I repeat here, okay? I repeat again. These roles and expectations are learned and they can change over time as well as vary within and between culture. So whatever tag they hold, whatever things that are being associated with them, it might change depending on the society in which they are living in, or probably because of their association or mingling up with the other type of people or people belonging to the other group. So the expectations, the role might change in course of time. So that will depend on the society, again the family backup. Sometimes we find that daughters are being treated very nicely. Their expectations and all are being met. They're allowed to go out for further studies. They're allowed to hold a job. Okay, so we see that such roles and expectations, there is a probability that it will change in course of time. Clear? So let's switch to the other part of our discussion. So we have understood through these definitions, we have at least got an idea what gender implies. Now very commonly, people, when we talk about gender, very commonly people say that gender implies sex. Okay, it implies it is same as sex, the concept of sex. Okay, so let us see further.